Good day, and welcome to Enews Updates. This is October 24th, and we are coming to you from the MCM TV studio at AUS. I am Anum Tarique. In today's newscast, we begin with the student activity fee. Every student at AUS pays a 200 dirham activity fee. We talked to the Student Council President Luis Garcia about the fee. Garcia explained that the part of the fee goes to the Student Council. He said Student Council events and recreational activities are paid in part by the activity fee, as are planned trips. A certain amount is used to improve campus services, such as bus transportation, vending machines, and other venues in the student center. AUS welcomed 1,200 students this fall semester. Director of Admissions Mohammed El Shahid said that AUS has not lowered its admission requirements, but instead increased them for some majors. Mr. El Shahid said that the applicant's school is taken into consideration during the admissions process. The Office of Admissions primarily selects students from schools with international education standards. Mr. El Shahid spoke about the recruitment campaigns being carried out by the Office of Admissions. The campaign is designed to encourage international students to apply to AUS. The number of exchange students at AUS has doubled this fall. 23 new international students have joined our university. The International Exchange Program Advisor says that students come from a diversity of universities in the US. Ms. Anna Ray also said others have come from Germany, Qatar, and Japan. Our own AUS students are also studying abroad. Ms. Ray said that 8 are currently enrolled in the foreign exchange program. 6 of them have traveled to the universities in the US, 1 is currently in the UK, and another is in France. Word is that the exchange students are enjoying at AUS. Students at AUS have been wondering whether the cold that has been going around here is really the flu. 2 weeks ago, Enews Updates went over to the AUS clinic to check it out. We talked to Dr. Hamza Shradeh. He said what has been going around is not the flu. It is just a normal cold which has been exceedingly contagious. Dr. Shradeh said 2 weeks ago the number of students coming to the clinic has been steadily increasing every day. The numbers went from 18 patients up to 27. The flu season is not yet upon us. Dr. Shradeh said that it typically runs between November and April. At the AUS Club Fair 2 weeks ago, over 50 clubs took part. Each club organized its own stall in the Student Center to inform old and new students about the nature of its clubs and upcoming events. Several cultural clubs performed, the Jordanian and Syrian clubs, as well as the Emirati and Palestinian clubs. A new club to the university, the Modern Visual Arts Club, participated for the first time at the fair. The Office of Student Affairs was the main organizer of this event. For all you music lovers out there, here's some good news, a chance for you to participate in music right here at AUS. The Performing Arts Department has started a music minor, and it went into operation this fall, after approval last year by the Undergraduate Curriculum Committee, UUCC. There is more news from the music department. The Performing Arts Department has moved into the old business building. Music professor John Perkins said that the Performing Arts faculty will be handling all the concerts pertaining to their department. And did you know that AUS is the only university in the GCC that offers music performance courses? Now that's something we can all be proud of. Around 300 people attended the recent Spanish ballet show on campus last week. The show was put on by a contemporary dance company that performed the Valencian flamenco dance. Cultural Events Committee Chair Tawfiq El-Sefi talked about how the show mixed various Spanish cultural practices. He said Mirades is the company's most recent production. It consisted of 8 dance scenes based on musical pieces by composer Jesus Serrano. The dancers performed all 8 pieces. Recently, Yemen was honored with a Nobel Prize laureate. Our own reporter Jumana Khamis is from Yemen, and she is here to comment on it on our weekly opinion segment.
The Nobel Peace Prize this year was given to Ms. Tawakkol Karaman, a Yemeni activist and journalist. She became the first Arab woman to win the Nobel Peace Prize. She said the prize is for all the Yemeni women, for the peaceful protesters in Tunisia, Egypt, and the entire Arab world. She also promised to continue with her campaign until President Ali Abdullah Saleh steps down. Ms. Karaman unexpectedly received the news when she was in a tent at the Change Square in central Sana'a. The Nobel Prize was shared between Ms. Karaman and 2 other women, Liberian President Ellen Johnson and Liberian peace warrior Leima Gobi, for their participation in peace building and women's rights. Nobel Committee Chairman Thorbjørn Jagland said the selection of Tawakkul was also intended to honor activists who drove the Arab Spring. The 32-year-old activist from the province of Taiz is a mother of 3. She is the founder of Women Journalists Without Chains, a non-government association. She has courageously led thousands of women in the streets of Sana'a and other cities demanding their rights, ignoring Yemen's conservative societies and social norms. Ms. Karaman is the face of women's movement in Yemen.
And that's the news today. Enews Update is produced by MCM 370 Broadcast Journalism class. Stay tuned for more new eNews updates. You can also watch us on our multimedia journalism website, www.enewsmcm.com.